cannot emphasize to you strongly enough that we need to create, at the leadership level, lay and clergy, an attitude of gratitude. I would state that we need to be thinking about giving at the congregational level, at the local church level. My own observation would be, let's worry less about the conference and the general church, and you get this term, a rising tide lifts all boats. And if we could focus on improving the financial stability at the local church level, I tend to think that the conference and the general church will follow along. And I think part of it is this nature of we're responding in gratitude. I think it's also the issue, coming back to what Christine said, it's a function also of your own leadership, both lay and clergy leadership. I started off 20 years ago in ministry giving almost none of my income to the local church. Okay, and a person told me just try to build it up a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. In 2018, my wife and I gave 20% of our income to the local church, 20%. And it worked. We still continue to put food on the table, and it all worked. But we did it joyfully. We enjoyed doing it a great deal. So if you told me 20 years ago I'd be sitting on a panel talking nationally about how to be a good steward, I would have said, on what planet? On what planet? But I think my comment to the lay and clergy leadership is that tell your own story, and tell your own story about what a change it has made in your own life, and this profound attitude of gratitude, and how it is that you have been enriched by what it is you've done.
I think that what is important is that we give with joy. Yeah. We give with gratitude, with this, knowing that we are blessed when we give, and we give with generosity, and that keeps the church alive. A church that gives is a church that is passionate about Jesus, passionate about responding to the gospel. So when we give with joy, blessings come after that. That's the promise that God has given to us.
Okay.
Vicki, I'd like to also add this, that we've got to say thanks to the people of the United Methodist Church. People at my church have heard me say this. We can stand up in the pulpit and preach about stewardship until Jesus comes back. And we can truly preach that. And if all the light bulbs go off and people get it, that doesn't mean that they're going to give to our local church. That means they're going to give somewhere, because they've understood it. As we go through the process of truly letting people know the wonderful things that we're able to do, we just got to take the time to say, thank you for supporting those things, and thank you for all that you do to make the United Methodist Church what it is.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.